Oh, what? Start. What was
Tonos Emerek. Tonorandama. Tonoteran.
This is Admiral Seed of the Sojourn.
Welcome to Telos, Admiral. This is Lieutenant Grant of the Telos Security Force. We've been expecting you for some time now.
What is
the... We're on...
Might get some pie in a minute. Some spiky-headed dude.
Good to have you back, General.
Hey, yo. He ain't got no elbow.
Easy now. You survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. But it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General. You must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad he's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian Mechanic Corps that was at Malachor. Bayadur, I can see how you'd forget me, being that I was the only one. Don't think too hard. I'd rather not talk about the war, if we could. We all went through some tough times after Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids. They can't forget anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good. They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well... You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place, and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask... Just what are you doing here? Got some news for you, General. That shuttle of yours is done for. Scrap.
Homie's getting up.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time, too?
Nope.
That was not the most pleasant landing.
You're welcome.
Yes,
But we don't have any idea.
I can help you find it. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck. That's... Mercenaries, right where we need to go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already. They were probably...
Get some.
I will silence this one. This shall not stop us for long. Let us end this.
This won't take long. Just a freaking swing. About to swoop. There.
Another sentry droid. The mercenaries must be using...
I need to get.
I will silence this one. Fallen.
Oh my god. Look at this nice, dude. I wish I could do that, but I can't. It's in the back.
I always feel a sense of calm when I walk the surface of
The force is strong here. Can you feel it? That is good, as a breeze may swiftly turn to a gale.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get... We could cross along the shore. Ahead of... I'll follow close. Get this over with.
This shall not stop us for long. Focus. Focus. I will silence this one.
There's a freaking accuracy skill, dude. Let me tell you. I decided this run through that I'm only gonna do these skills, because why not? Oh. Critical strike, improved flurry, improved power attack, improved sniper shot. I think the lightsaber attack bonus is pretty crucial for late game. Yeah, so I feel like it's good to have as soon as I can get it. Lightsabers. Oh, nice. Speed. Show. Force lightning. Force. Okay, I'm starting to get somewhere now. We're gonna go with the fast, the big speed. Oh, I get two. Get two. I already have that one, so I can make it choke, lightning, whirlwind, improved drain force with the lightsaber. I think I'm gonna go with force lightning. This force lightning's like overpowered. Clutch.
Let us end this.
Let me handle this.
A dog.
أنت سكريوسو تشي نور تهرم بيتشوك ونديدو.
Yeah, I'm here.
دونينا تشيوا كوتا.
Are you sure?
No
about
soko
that?
papu.
Let us end all. This shall not stop us for long.
Let me handle this.
I will silence this one. Focus.
Let's get this over with. Fallen. Huh?
Bye. Crispy bones. Goody. Homie. Give me a freaking break.
There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way there, though. Look sharp.
What do we have here? The jet. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Attack!
Get this over with. Yeah?
Shit. I didn't even realize I was gonna die. Oh my fucking god. This is it's only kind of honestly. Wait a minute, didn't I?
No sé.
Yeah.
This is Admiral.
Welcome to
We were unavoidably detained.
only a month. I think you'll...
What is it?
The witness.
I see.
The...
However,
We're on them.
But then, you know, I got some news for you, General. That shuttle of yours is done for. Scrap. Crashed the shuttle that time, too?
That you.
Yeah. But I came. That's the. Mercenary. They were.
Excellent.
Another sentry. Let me handle this.
This shall not stop us for long.
handle this. I always feel if we
This shall not stop us for long.
Yeah?
Let us end this. I will. Focus.
Like, dog, what was the problem? Freaking goofy, dude.
How do you like that?
This shall
Man, no shit, the ships.
not stop us for long.
انت تكرهني صوت
Shut up, lady.
Don't
Freaking lemonade.
Get this over with. Get this over with. This won't take long.
Bigger explosions. Good work, team. Oh my god. Just so freaking close.
There's the landing pad. There's... Look.
What if Corin Fault did say you were dangerous? Maybe he did. Why would I do that? Attack!
This shall not stop us for long. Let us end this. Let us end this.
Bro, the homies just
Let's go.
goodness gracious, great balls.
This shall not stop us for long.
This won't take long. hopefully I'll be able to access the Good, it's functional, and the TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the so that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet, still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the SHIELD network. Here, a small anomaly in the SHIELD network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious. It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa.
We should...
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago. I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself. There's one other small problem. Recently, Zerka teams that, but it's not as though we have. Let's go.
We already disabled this. What the? Oh wait, this guy.
What's going on? This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back. The Zerka mercenaries were a little after
goes away.
take him down. Fuse like poison. Yeah? Fuse like poison. Let's go. Let's go.
Big homie.
Take him down. Let me handle this. Let's get this over with. Let me handle
Let
this.
us end this. This shall not stop us for long.
Let's get this over with. Fuse level. Poison. What's going on? There she is, one orbital shuttle. That's all. The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle. We'll also need to find the ignition codes. If we get all that, I
got a what? Oh, I can't.
Let's go.
You big homie. Appreciate it. Yeah, turn off that freaking fence.
Tawancha morichiwa, mufalawa nibo. Kawana bota yunta. Tonata bias. Da hupa, bossa. Cija. Grazie.
We have seen much during the war. Is it your wish to continue causing such suffering?
Yes.
As always, General, when you lead, I shall follow. but it is only because we have been through so much together.
I don't care. I can just kill them. If it's anything like the first game, I can just kill them in the game, and it'll be fine. If it's anything like the first game, it'll just be me, and then I'll just turn and who doesn't turn bad?
What's going on?
At least that's... the force choke now, or do we want to get something new entirely?
Yeah? Let's go.
I hear you.
Yeah?
Oh no, bro. That was an epic gamer find. OP as fuck, boy. Open the hangar. you think I'd be right here? What? Okay, well, it didn't work the first time.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Dude, you're telling me I'm gonna get shot down on this?
Irritated declaration. There you are. It has been extremely difficult to track you down, Jedi. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities. Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to probing
Let's settle this.
Systems failing, Master.
I will silence this one.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Cool.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed. I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense people come to no harm.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes. It bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the Academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why? Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility. Ah, an accident. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself... Do you know? No, you're... Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds. Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime. So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think... How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must ruin yourself with your... The Sith? What do you... You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them? Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you. There are no more Jedi, except I. Like you, they turned from the Order, and now only I remain. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped... Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. We shall see. For now, the perspective... I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy. You offer your aid? After turning your... The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that. Perhaps. But if you help me, there are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find, take your ship, seek them. Then I shall send you on your way.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber, and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Weird.
Did you find what you... There was something from your past here, something unresolved. This woman who resides here, she did something to you. I see. Be warned. Unresolved events from our past can create wounds, and more importantly, they can... There is a Jedi here, yet there are no students. And this woman, this Atris... Very well.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash. I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we? Of course, General. If you wish, I may travel with you or join. Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left? But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What is the machine?
Do you know why we have called you here? As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You refuse to hear us.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code, and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile.
Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is...
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can...
Well, we don't want you...
It is just me, and I am doing this. I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to do. We cannot go back. The defense screens around the Telos Academy may have allowed your shuttle... I possess the codes for deactivating them.
Indeed, but of course I...
Yeah, if she...
General.
The cargo hold is enough, I assure you. It is no matter, but thank you.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I never said you were, but what I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you... I think I can help you out there. I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lights. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is... I am not pushing you around. I just... Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yes, I'll be careful. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let... General needs... Sorry. Yes. I moved... As long... Mostly, I decide I want... I felt... It's something... That old thing? Hey, just... I would, but then I wouldn't be the only one with a floating sphere following him around. He's also... something...
Yes? You may ask. It is not possible to... Yes, but I... You may ask. She said... That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except... Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force. So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her. I believe that is the extent of her expressed feeling. Yes, it is difficult sometimes. Without having seen you and Atris fight, battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and... Then her expressed feelings will have... Perhaps it may... You may... Before entering Atris's service, yes. It is not important. We all have value. When importance... I do not know. I meant no offense. You may... I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken. There is no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on... It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is... You may ask. Training is something reserved for certain caste members of... I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct... All Ichani fighting... It is similar to learning... As a foundation, I will instruct you in our element. It is not something that can be described. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor. Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani... Now. Very well. I shall match my movements to This will teach you. You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you. The weapon the Jedi use, the Force. It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi... Please, I wish... I see. Thank you. Yes? I do not think you are ready for further It is the way Ichani battles are the most advanced among the Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war. And even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him. You are already doing it. If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. You are doing better. At first I was afraid that your awareness of You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that... Now you fight as an Ichani warrior. Yes? I am training, so that...
What do you...
No, That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of... Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restore... Yes. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of... His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world... I see. The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? Then prepare for an army, I think, for they will follow you because you are a... You deserve nothing. They are tools, you are right. I know many things, and I know what they... Have you noticed what has been happening? They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an... Watch them carefully. Good, and then that was...
I think this is as good of a place as I need to stop for the night, because I'm freaking tired. I'll fly here and then save.
Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer.
Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place... I plotted a course for the ref...
What?
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the Smuggler's Moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada beer mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Panisukakran, joka mata storch ban locha. Joana masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha foeko mikojira.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Dahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwen tabani sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo. Joana masaranka ma ramazurata, keso juskrita lorsa, yumacha foeko mikojira. Kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa. Yutaka alwanji umaliba. Tues mahawika si wawanta mogu ika wansoba. Wakama nurawa.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Honta nosaka. Jita bedwana maticha. Tono tucha. Tocha ramakaka musuran kana. Honta nosaka. Jita bedwana maticha. Si machadana. Dona we searcha makaran.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. All right, then.
It does.
Yeah, if you want to stand. Whatever we do.
It is not your choice. What is it you wish to...
There should be a central trading...
Finding a jet, but this...
Well... All right.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? It'll be fine where it is. And by right, I mean you're wrong. Tell him I got another ship coming in and I'll... Yeah? Well, it's the fight. Yeah, well, you call the shots, but this is...
And then we're gonna exit. And then we're gonna quit. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna stop the stream. And I will stream again tomorrow. But I am asleep now. Goodbye.